Welcome to ATP Customs. It's Easter Sunday, and I thought I might show you what I have hiding in the garage waiting its turn. As soon as we sell the red 94 Mustang, then I get to spend all the money on this one. So this is a 1949 Chevy 5-window that I found hiding in the mountains of Falkland. I'm assuming that's called Robin's Egg Blue, but I'm not sure. And it just so happens that I had a 427 big block hiding in the kitchen for the last 30 years. I've been waiting for the right vehicle to stick it in and decided it's going in this one. So the plan was, when we got this one, I had a 454 SS chassis from a half-ton, and my friend fabricator thought that he could squeeze that under, but the front end was way too wide. You end up getting the wheels stick out. So that is an S10 chassis under that thing, under the front half anyway, and he cut it off directly behind the cab. Guess we're calling that back half. And just made all new frame rails. Made a whole new fuel tank because I wanted to be able to drive some distance. I wanted a big fuel tank. Mounted the air tank there. Made his own custom cross members. It is 4-linked with Ridetech Air Ride and a Ford 9-inch. Those are, try and get this down, his own design on how we were going to mount the box sides. And now I have the fun part of figuring out how to put the back panel, which won't be that difficult, but absolutely nothing's normal on this truck at all. So that's the back end. Now, because I started with a 454 SS chassis, I had ordered a complete Ridetech air ride system for that chassis. And that didn't work, so ended up using the back half of the kit for this, because it was a universal kit. And now have to reorder the front half, all the control arms and the steering from Ridetech. So that means I currently have a 454 SS chassis with the front half Ridetech kit sitting there, waiting to do something with as well. So, what do we got laying around for parts? Got a new tailgate. I have new bumpers. This is the awesome Ridetech air ride kit that all has to be installed. That's going to be fun. Have a painless wiring kit. Nice Alpine digital amp. B&M transmission pan, which I was going to use Turbo 400, but now I've ended up with a 4L80, so going to go to the 4L80. Got the chrome alternator, lots of gaskets, lots of little billet buttons and stuff from Performance World. Oh yes, got the body bushings. Been collecting lots of parts. Currently have a set of Weld drag lights from a Mustang that I wrecked out. Those are 255s on the rear. And the problem is that they rub. Going to have to do some trimming because we're going to 285 BF Goodrich wide white walls on this thing. Oh yes, I forgot. There is also, you can just see it through there, a custom built drive shaft hoop. So this thing is pretty unique. You'll never be able to order parts for the back end of this thing. You got to build half of it. We have the typical where the door caves in from the weight of the door. Seems to be on every one of these that I get. Missing the steering columns. And of course the dash has all been hacked up here. It's all been hacked here, so I do want to get a whole new dash piece here. We'll be going with new doors. And because it did new fenders, I would like to go with new doors and new rear fenders just so it all matches. Because I have new box sides, the front panel of the box is new, got a new tailgate. The hood, still using the original hood. Just because they fit so nice. new grille. We have new headlights that have the signals in the bottom of them. I always wanted to try those. New headlight rings. Let's get under the hood. I'll pop the hood off and we can have a look. See the monster under there. The other thing he did was create custom cab mounts mounting onto the S10 chassis. A custom transmission cross member. That is Steve Lowen from Section 8 Fabricating in Kamloops, BC. He did such an amazing job at all the fabricating. I'm just blown away by it. I just let him do whatever he wanted, let him tell me what needs to be done, and he just went crazy on it. So happy with it. Thank you, Steve. There you go. My 427 that I've had for 30 years for sure. I think 31 years. This motor came out of a drag boat. It did well over 90 miles an hour, and they froze it in the winter and cracked the block. So my dad put a 454 in it for them, dropped it down to 65 miles an hour, and this thing sat around for, I'm going to say 8 years. Guy never came back for it. So I sent it into K&S Machine, had them redo the whole thing. We have an Edelbrock tunnel ram. That is a low RPM tunnel ram. So 3,500 to, I believe, 7,500 RPM as opposed to 4,500 to 8,500. That's a brand spanking new set of Carter AFB carburetors, 600s. I've had those for 30 years. They've never had fuel in them. Set of Hawley high-tech air cleaners. Radiator. We actually lowered the radiator and had all custom mounts built along here to hold the front end up, because these front ends tend to wiggle. They don't have any body bushings in them. So we actually had these all made up so it holds the front end a lot more stable. Dropped the radiator down so that we can utilize the airflow from the grill. So it's probably going to have twin fans, one in the front and one in the rear, and a 4L80 behind an actual 427. It's bored 30 over, hydraulic roller cam, TRW pistons, professionally built by K&S Machine, and still fits under the hood. So there you go. There's your Easter Sunday surprise. Hoping to get rid of the 94 red Mustang so that we can spend all the money on this thing and get it back in the shop. Thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe. Happy Easter.